What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast. This is Hero Zero. This is the show where we choose one comic book character every single week. We talk their good points and their bad points, and we just give you a bit of a rundown of everything to do with that character. I am joined as always by my best man, Mr. Shaun. Me and Shaun, how's it going?
You know me, Conor, loving life, living the dream, the usual.
I don't think every time I've ever asked you how you are in real life, I don't think you've ever said those words, and mostly it's, well, another bad week.
Yeah, most of my responses do start with a sigh and then, well.
No, it's not even that, it's just no improvement.
Same. We're maintaining. We're still on course.
And if you don't know you, same could be, oh, maybe he was good last week. Same, no change. No. It was a 4 out of 10 last week.
Which, I'm usually a 3, so last week was good.
We're on the up.
This is a comedy show.
This is the show where, as I said, we choose one comic book character. So I normally choose DC characters, and Shaun, you normally cover Marvel characters.
True.
It is my week, because last week you did Night Nurse, and there was a lot of good responses to that. People were very nice and said it was a good character.
Yeah, she's a cool character in Marvel Comics.
It's obviously it's tough when you do a good one, which is obviously so rare.
Conor, I knock it out of the park every time.
Every cheer report.
Better and also the same as the last.
No improvement.
No improvement. Still the same.
But if it's your first episode, you don't have to do anything. Just chill out. But if it's your second or above, we'd really appreciate 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share. We're looking for mostly 5 stars on Spotify would be great, but a comment is always cool. Just a comment in general.
The comments are really nice, and we've switched behind the scenes. We've switched to Spotify for hosting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we do get a lot more of the interaction on Spotify since then, which is cool to see.
And they like pushing us to comic book people.
Yes, indeed. We are in the bottom middle of the charts, Conor, I'll have you know.
How big is the chart? Millions.
It depends when you stop counting. You know?
Still in there, aren't we?
Still in there. And then I counted 100 down, so we're up on those fuckers, you know?
Wait! Do you remember the year that we were the number 2 ranked movie podcast in Ireland behind Shrine of Duty?
Shrine of Duty, the Line of
Christmas.
Duty fan podcast. Yes, I do.
And we had a running rivalry with them, and they didn't know we existed.
Yes, no, they weren't listening at all. We were nominated for a podcast award, but we were up against the Irish Film Podcast.
We didn't even go.
We didn't go. We were invited, but we didn't.
Some would say bad publicity.
Some would say we should have gone.
Well. Even one of us.
We had to buy tickets, though.
Yeah, it's the whole thing was a scam.
It probably was.
To be fair, I don't want to say that in case they nominate us again, but it's not a scam, please. But
I think we said that while we were nominated for what it's
that
worth.
might have been an issue. That might have been why we didn't win. But Shaun, mainly because of all that, because of people telling one human being that we exist,
just the one.
And just the one, that we've gotten to the point now where lots of people are messaging us about characters they'd like to do. But this week was a bit of a unique one, because I had a message in, and it was from Ross, and Ross said, in his own words, he said, love the show, right? Which, good start. I'm always going to read that one.
Love that. As an opening line, Ross, you've knocked it out of the park there.
To be fair, I was already against him. I was like, he clearly has bad taste. But he said, love the show. I love it when you guys do obscure characters from the 60s and 70s. Okay? So, in Ross's honour, what I've decided to do this week was find one of the most obscure villains in Superman's history, appearing in only 3 issues.
Oh my God.
In 1967.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, 1957.
Even worse somehow. Superman wasn't even great in the 50s, was he?
Absolutely not, no.
Okay, we're in for a time, listeners.
And what I wanted to do was, I wanted to see if I could do a report on a character that appeared like twice. Never heard from again.
Well, look, if you're Sony, you give that man a film, is what you do.
Absolutely. El Muerto.
Still waiting. It's going to happen.
Still waiting on that El Muerto. So I want to just come out with, I don't know, I suppose we want to start some sort of movement and say, let's bring the Annihilator family back. And I know you feel that as well, Shaun.
Cool name. I'm already on board, Conor.
Exactly. Now, there's been multiple different Annihilators in comic books, but the one I'm choosing is the worst one, but also the one I found the most. You know, sometimes the reason why this character came to mind is because I read Russ's messages and I remember reading about this character once, like 10 years ago. And I remember thinking, that's a ridiculous... Sometimes a character just grabs me. And it's just stupidity.
Yeah. That's me with the orb.
Exactly. And so I'm going to be covering Mr. Carol Keller from Earth 1 at this point, because obviously never appeared again. Creators were Leo Dorfman and Wayne Boring, but he was anything but Shaun.
Very, very good, Conor. I declare it the joke of the season.
I just imagine the episode of Homer when he's like...
That's why.
Yeah, of course. So it just says the Annihilator was an enemy of Superman. That's a good start.
Lovely.
That's a strong start. We know where we are.
Yeah. And look, good name for fighting Superman.
Yeah, and the thing is with the Annihilator is he was very, I suppose... I'm going to say before his time? No, after his time. He's very much a character that should have appeared 10 years previously. But didn't.
He'd been kicking around the office, maybe.
Yes. So I'm going to be covering Mr. Carol Keller, which I think has a very fun backstory. So he was a Nobel-winning scientist. And he was put in prison for speaking out against the dictator of his Iron Curtain country.
Iron what? Iron what there, did you say, Conor? We're going to have to mark this explicit.
Iron Curtain country. Curtain country. Now, I know what you're thinking. Which one? Never said...
Somewhere out there.
In the east.
The east. You know the ones we don't like in 57.
Yeah, those ones. He spent his days in the mines and his nights in the laboratory creating chemical weapons for his captors. So, very similar to Tony Stark in not so many ways, but in a little bit of ways.
Yeah. He's got no scruples, this man. He's
been put in prison. He spoke out against dictators, which I think good shout. Fair play to you, Carol. But gets stuck in this prison, has to work in the mines, and in the night he's in the lab.
That is how I joined the podcast, by the way.
That's exactly it. He spoke out against somebody, a dictator in Ireland.
No, I spoke out against you, and you were like, now you have to do a show with me. Because you thought Arrow was good.
This is a very side... Are you getting... Maybe this isn't your algorithm. Are you getting all those fucking Tai Chi ads on YouTube?
No.
YouTube ads. Right?
Are you getting like Zen meditation?
It's fucking... What's it called? It's sort of walking. Like, not Asian walking, Chinese walking. Something like that.
Right.
Lad, it's ridiculous.
What
right?
is it?
It's all AI. All the videos are all AI.
Oh.
But it's like...
What they're trying to sell you, though?
But my favourite one is the Tai Chi walking, because you're like, if you're over 60, you need to start Tai Chi walking right now and get ripped to shreds like me.
This is because you're watching just weird dad shit on YouTube in the middle of the night.
Exactly, right? But it was the worst one, right? And obviously they're all AI, so I'm like, immediately fuck off. But secondly, the worst one was they had a video of like a woman... Obviously, in a podcast studio.
Oh.
Right? And every video, firstly, has a topless guy who's like 50, but obviously not real, jacked to the fucking gills.
Shredded.
Right? And he's like, I've done Tai Chi fucking stuff for weeks, and this is me after 2 days. I used to be massive. Right? And the best one is they're in like a podcast studio that you see all the time, like in all those YouTube things, and they have the mics hanging down, and she's like, but what is Tai Chi walking? Can my mom do it?
So it's a fake podcast to sell.
Yes, but then it cuts to him, and he's completely topless in the studio.
Not in a separate shot. He's not outside or some shit.
No, he's in the studio. And I was like, who ran that through the AI? Somebody should have just been like, maybe we just put a top, but then you don't realise how ripped you can get from the fucking walking, can you?
But surely if you've set up the podcast format, He can be wearing
But
a
it's not
shirt.
it's made up.
I know.
It's just a made-up scenario.
But if they want you to believe that this is a real podcast, surely they can throw to VT and show him topless there.
No, it's way funnier that she's fully clothed and being like, but what is Tai Chi? I want to do it. My dad is so old. Can he do it? And then it cuts to this guy and he's like, your dad can do it, yes.
Anyone can do it.
And I'm ripped. That's clearly separate, but if anyone else has seen those videos, make a comment down below. Just I hate them, but simultaneously I have to respect the shithousery.
I've been getting a lot of edits of the RMS Carpathia, which is the ship that came to rescue the Titanic when it was sinking. And it's just it's like really hype music. It's like Centuries by Fall Out Boy plays in the background.
Yeah.
Of the RMS Carpathia. It was only meant to do 14 knots, Connor, but it did 17 to rescue the 208 souls.
What is that selling?
It's not selling anything, really. But it's
I like how your algorithm is like, he's not rich enough to buy anything. Just show him a boat.
Let's just essentially give him a pat on the head.
Fair play to you. Look at him, Fall Out Boy playing in a few boats, you fucking idiot.
That is probably the two cornerstones of my personality.
That is literally you. It's figured you out. Anyway, right? But Carl Keller wasn't doing his Tai Chi walking, otherwise he would have been fucking ripped.
We don't get to casually chat as much as we used to, so this is nice.
What can you do? I just that has been in my brain for ages, and I kept being like, I need to tell Shaun that because I don't know if he's seen them. They're ridiculous.
Can you send me one if you find it? Like,
I can't, because how do you send it? Although maybe I can find it, but then if I click on it,
then it's like, oh, he really wants this Tai Chi walking
I really need to start. I'm over 60 and I want to get ripped.
I mean, I do want to get ripped. I still think I'll get big and strong someday.
If I just change everything about myself.
Yeah, if I change who I am. No more Fall Out Boy, no more boats.
But fundamentally, I need to change just me on an atomical level. So while in the mines, Keller discovered a crashed rocket ship and learned that it had originally come from the now dead planet Krypton.
But that's where Superman is from.
It's still intact with the rocket. Within the rocket were several vials of Kryptonian explosives, and Keller, desperate to escape from his jailers, deduced their nature, and then what did he do with those vials, Shaun? Let's take a guess. It's what happened next.
Vials of explosives.
So he's uncovered an alien ship, vials with inside it. Mm-hmm. They're green vials.
I see.
Of Kryptonian explosives.
Now, if I were in that situation,
yeah, of course,
I'm drinking those vials.
He drank the vials.
He drank the vials.
So how else am I going to know if they're not good?
Could have been a crisp Mountain Dew he was drinking, Connor.
I don't think it was created by now, but that may be where it came from.
A crisp Coca-Cola that was green.
You're not going to believe this, Shaun, but those chemicals found in those green vials found in that alien spaceship reacted with his body chemistry and did some weird things because it gave him amazing superpowers.
Interesting. And this is the 50s as well, so that's all the explanation you need.
That's all you need, right? And Keller used those powers to escape. The scientist then came to America, where he became a boxer called the One Punch Kid, which pretty not bad.
Yeah, and also that's a good, like, other superheroes have done that. He's a villain, I'm taking, but.
Yeah, but his villain arc is very severe and very quick.
Right, but I like the idea of, hey, I got all these superpowers, but it's the 50s, so I'm just going to be the best boxer in the world.
I'm going to rob the mob.
Yeah, I'm going to take on the mafia. We can say that because it's DC.
It worked for Daredevil's dad. It's simple, right? So, the One Punch Kid, right? Now, he would start to win the bunch of fights, but then, during one match, and this is really where I was like, all right, Superman's kind of a bad egg here. Superman was watching him win all these fights and then took it upon himself to disguise himself as Keller's next opponent, right? So put himself in a disguise to fight this guy for no reason other than, I think, bad sportsmanship.
Can I say the behind the scenes reason?
Please.
You get to do a comic book cover where Superman's in a boxing ring.
Yeah,
That's gonna
but he's
sell.
not dressed as Superman because he has to be in disguise.
But sure, or unless Superman's the disguise. He's like, oh, I'm a regular guy dressed up as Superman.
I'm just a big fan. But Keller's opponent, so Keller's in the ring. He doesn't know he's fighting Superman. And then he surprises Superman because he hits him with a punch and knocks him down.
Oh.
Which I feel like Superman deserves because he got into that ring in a way to like, I'm going to fuck with this guy and make him feel 2 feet tall.
Yeah, and you've said this to me before, is that Superman never had to learn how to fight.
Yes.
So I like that this is maybe the first time he's like, oh, fuck. Like,
a right hook.
Yeah. It's all uppercuts with this guy.
All uppercuts and chutzpah. Right? So Superman gets knocked down. And then, coming out of that, basically Carol decides that if he can knock down Superman, he should become a world-famous supervillain.
Didn't go hero. Because he seemed pretty good at this. Like, he was speaking out against...
But you see, the thing is, he blames Superman for his being a protector of the weak, but then he let him languish in prison for all those years.
It's syndrome. He's
he's
doing a syndrome.
He's blaming Superman because he was in prison. But
it's like Superman, there's still, you know, governments and laws and stuff that Superman has to follow. There's a whole movie about this.
Have you not seen the movie recently?
It's really good. The 2025 Superman, it's real good.
So he decides to become a world famous supervillain and then goes on a destructive rampage. He also issued a stern warning to Superman and the world that if anyone tried to stop him, the entire planet would be destroyed.
So what's this man's powers? Because so far he just punches quite hard.
He's super indestructible and can punch harder than Superman. Right. But also, he's nuclear powered energy. So the little bit of a trick in the story is that if Superman hits him back, he blows up.
That's a Hail Mary play right there.
So he can punch Superman all day, but Superman cannot punch him back.
Okay. What if he breaks his neck, as Superman is known to do?
I feel like that still counts.
That would also... Okay, I'm just getting all our options here.
It's always the truth. Throw it out there in any Superman story.
What if... Does he need the neck?
I'm just thinking out loud here, Clarke. What if he snapped his neck? Just out of blue.
This is in a Jimmy Olsen comic. What are we doing?
Jimmy's a fucking sicko.
Jimmy breaking necks.
So Superman quickly learned that Keller had the power to back up this threat, and so immediately shot himself. Meanwhile, Keller was busy trying to hide his double life, and this is where it gets good. And remember, this is only in 3 issues. Yeah. But the reason why I find this so fun is they've done the setup, right? Now the setup is man powered by nuclear energy is going to punch Superman to death, and if he gets punched, he blows up.
Yes. Okay. What's the double life element that we're working here?
Well, the thing is, when you've written that part of the story, would there be a need for a double life?
The stakes are high, folks.
Does he need to go to work on Monday?
Yeah.
Question.
So does he stay being a boxer in the middle of all this?
Because meanwhile, Keller was busy trying to hide his double life by finding a job.
Surely that just makes you easier to find.
So he comes out, he's like, I'm going to blow up the fucking world, and I'm going to also take over, and I'm going to knock Superman out and kill him. Also, I do have a resume in the car. If anybody would like to read it, I have a little bit of experience in mines.
Like he's just walking around handing in CVs to places.
Yeah, he's just like, can I speak to the manager?
Yeah. Does he have an Eastern Bloc accent?
He would, yes.
How's that going over in 1957 looking for a job
Obviously
in America?
Not well, Sean. He's unemployed.
And that's his main goal right now.
Superman's trying to stop him. He's like, Superman, not now. Please. A P45. Oh, shit.
Superman, can you tie a tie, please?
I have a really important interview at 2. I need you to stop.
It's with the Daily Planet. He walks in.
But then, wait a minute. Jimmy Olsen, that's the guy that breaks necks. Anyway, right? So here's the thing. Then they decide that that's not enough, right? He can't just be getting a job, because that's ridiculous, Sean. That's not enough, right? He then noticed a teenage purse snatcher called Pocketbook Pete. Okay?
I know Pocketbook Pete.
Pocketbook Pete. And he was being arrested by the police. And he thought he could use the youngster as part of his cover story.
What? He
doesn't need a cover story. He cannot stress enough.
Yeah.
But he's decided he does.
He's essentially God, but he needs not even Pocketbook Pete, just a regular pickpocket, right?
A teenager.
Yeah.
Almost a grown man.
Look, I don't claim to know the mind of the Annihilator.
A 17-year-old, right? So he helped the boy escape and then adopted him.
As his young ward. How is he? Who's letting him adopt a child? He doesn't have a job. He's probably a communist in the 50s.
The more you think about it, the more you're like, well, we got to give him a job and we got to give him a son.
This character's going to stick around for years.
Guys, please. Boring by name, but not by nature. Come on.
You'd get away with that in the 1940s, but not in the 50s.
So he helps the boy escape and then he offers to adopt him, which he does.
He adopts basically a grown man.
Well, you see, the boy actually has to accept because, you know, kind of a grown man nearly. So he's tempted by the idea of being the son of a supervillain and he accepts wholeheartedly.
Right. Okay. For the sake of brevity, I'll allow that to happen.
Keller's affection for the boy appears to have been genuine. The two become inseparable.
The way you stole that purse, son.
And one of my favourite parts of this, right? So that was like issue 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. But then by issue 3, they need to start wrapping this up. Because he's only getting a 3-issue run, right? The Annihilator is too good. So Keller's powers begin weakening as his body has built a resistance to the chemicals he's still drinking.
Okay, surely he's going to run out with those eventually.
Pocketbook Pete, but now he's going by Peter. Now he's been adopted.
Now he's a family man.
now he is a family. Peter, however, had discovered the secret room and the secret crate that was full of the Kryptonian chemicals, and he drank the remainder of them himself, and then thus became just as powerful as Keller had been, dubbing himself Annihilator Jr., and then he went on his own rampage.
Okay. Need someone for Superboy to fight, maybe.
Well, no, Superman is also fighting
right.
the baby one.
Can I just question as well? Sorry, I don't mean to keep doing this. Keller, Eastern Bloc man, Eastern Bloc accent, etc., 1950s, Red Scare, brought a bunch of vials of green chemicals into the United States.
He did, yeah.
Okay. And then hid them in a room in a house that he got with no job.
Well, obviously.
He's a father, for God's sake.
That's a ridiculous question.
Sorry, back in my box.
So I'm trying to figure out a way, how can I send you the image that I have of this great man? But my favourite comic book cover in this run it's Superman versus the son of the Annihilator. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's a really good one, right? It's just look at Annihilator and the son of Annihilator and then read the cover.
Okay, hang on. It's
the two of them standing in front of they're in Washington and they're standing in front of the Washington Monument.
Oh, here we go. I think we've got it. It's on eBay for $38.
Yeah. But can you read what the Annihilator says to Superman?
You heard me, Superman. Take those handcuffs off my pop or I'll blast you like this monument. He's also wearing a jacket that just says skulls on the back with a picture of a skull.
It's so good.
The kid with super fists. Good God.
He's amazing, right? And like Keller's obviously he's super cool. There's also another issue where he says, this is Keller speaking to Superman, and he has his hand on the son's shoulder, pocketbook Pete, and he's like, better get out of Washington fast, Superman, otherwise my son will kill you with his bare hands.
Jesus. I won't. I'm a good guy, but
I was going to kill you with just axes, but he's crazy.
He's a neck breaking man, which I'm sure you appreciate.
I'm an employed individual, Superman. I don't need this hassle. Please.
The week I've had.
The fucking doing Excel sheets. It's a fucking nightmare, Superman. So Superman ends up fighting the two of them, and he handcuffs Annihilator, right?
Regular handcuffs?
Annihilator Jr. starts knocking down the Washington Monument and starts causing some ruckus and says, I'm going to kill you with my bare hands.
Superman won't like that.
Fair enough. Superman then is fighting Annihilator Jr. and then Annihilator starts to feel bad and starts to think, I mean, he has a little bit of remorse for what he's done.
Only through the wise eyes of a father can I reflect on what I've done.
And the fact that I told him I'd kill him with his bare hands, I was wrong.
I shouldn't have done that.
So seeing the swat of destruction caused by his own son, who's not his son, who's a grown man that he adopted yesterday.
Yeah, just a guy who lives in his house.
Just a lad he found on the street. Keller at last felt the pangs of remorse, and he agreed to help Superman trick the teen. So
we'll kill this child together
with her bare hands, Superman.
As God intended.
I have a meeting at 4, so I need to be back in the office.
I'm taking a long lunch. I'll work in the hours later.
It's for my cover story, you see. So Annihilator posed as Superman and exposed Pete to an explosive material that combined with the Kryptonian chemicals. The ruse worked, and the chemical combination transformed Pete into what?
Like a Godzilla type creature?
A baby.
No, he's not going to raise the child better, is he? He's not gonna... No. He's not gonna get a second chance at his family.
Well, you see, Shaun, it's very simple, right? He combined the Kryptonian chemicals with explosive material, and he worked out, through that combination, that if Peter was hit with both of them... Now, remember, he's dressed as Superman at this point. It's a ruse.
It's a ruse.
When he tricks him, and he hits him with both of them, Pete will go back to being a baby.
That's never referenced again, that they can just make people babies.
Obviously not, but the thing is, with the threat posed by the two Annihilators gone, Superman agreed to give Keller a second chance at a new life.
And he has technically already adopted him, so...
So no more paperwork.
No more paperwork, which is good, because the Johnson report is due.
But I'll be honest with you, once the services come around to check him up, like, he's way younger than we remember.
He's meant to be going to college or something, right?
What did you do to him? Right?
What the fuck is this?
So Superman, after all that, allows him to leave for free.
I don't think Superman should be allowed to make that decision. Because Annihilator, the dad, still has the powers, right?
They're waning though. He's out of vials. Because Annihilator Jr. drank them all.
He just did fucking nothing then.
He showed up and he was going to take over the world, but got distracted by... He was on Indeed looking for jobs.
It's a tough market out there, you know?
He was on LinkedIn. He was doing posts like, real happy to be in the office today. Can't wait to work hard.
I hate LinkedIn. Do you use LinkedIn in a professional capacity?
The most you're getting from me is a repost.
Fair. I actively...
Yeah, no, I think I have to do it for the job, but like...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm meant to, but I don't like it.
Well, Keller then took his newly infant son with him, vowing to raise him to be a law-abiding citizen and changing his whole life around. And Shaun, powers and abilities. His powers are superhuman strength and energy projection, and his abilities are science. Weaknesses, when he runs out of vials.
So it's kind of a nice story. You know what it feels like? It feels like something. It feels like the first draft of an animated series episode.
I think they wanted the idea of someone coming from the Eastern Bloc and starting a new life as a changed person in America. But they went through the whole thing of he becomes a boxer and then he has to get a job. And then he also wants to kind of take over the world.
But it'd be way better villain origin if he tried to do the good stuff first. And because he would happen to be from the Eastern Bloc.
Not at the same time.
Yeah. Maybe give him 6 issues.
So I wanted to do that because he's one of my favourite characters that literally nobody knows about this dude, right? But I just love the idea that he just adopts a grown man and then the grown man gets turned into a baby.
That's one of my favourite reports you've ever done. That's fantastic.
I have to be honest with you, it feels wrong. like I would say Pete had a life.
Yeah. Pete had stuff going on, you know?
Like, he had a being, he had a soul, he had an energy about him. He was conscious.
Yeah.
And he's been just turned back into a baby.
It's kind of fucked up, really. Do you think the baby remembers being a 17-year-old?
My question is always, is he trapped in baby form?
So I heard a thing, right, that babies cry so much because reincarnation is actually real.
Right.
And they remembered having a whole life and now are crying because they just don't know what
Well, that's the worst thing you've ever heard.
That's horrendous. It's just one of the many things I've read on the internet.
You put that up on LinkedIn.
Oh, so I'm getting a call from my boss, actually.
Hey, guys, just a real quick one, not about work.
I'm putting that into Teams Monday morning.
Has anyone seen this shit?
This is fucked up, right?
It's fucked up, right? One day your parents put you down for the last time. Do you ever think about that? No, you haven't.
That's true. I listened to a podcast and it was this dude, very quickly, this is just funny to me. He started smoking really early, but he started smoking while he was still playing with toys. Yeah. So he would stop playing with like wrestling figures and go out and have a cigarette. And that's
how old is he?
He was like 10 or 11.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I had friends smoking at 10 or 11.
Fuck off.
It was fucked up.
Cool. Yeah, that was mental. That's I don't know about that now.
Now they're all vaping.
Yeah, that's not cool. It's not as cool.
Yes, look, whatever about health, but cigarettes are cool.
Don't do either, right? If you see a 10-year-old slap the vape out of his hand, put a real cigarette in his mouth, say, right, now you're set.
If you want it, you want it. You know?
You're either going or you're not, right? You can't get half pregnant, little Timmy. You know
the voting for the Irish Podcast Awards will be open.
How did we lose?
What's wrong with us?
It's a conspiracy.
It's my big vape.
I'm just out in the street handing cigarettes to children.
Listen to the Heroes for Hire podcast.
That's it for my report on the Annihilator and the Annihilator family, Shaun.
Very good report, Conor. Would you like me to take us out?
Yes, why not?
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of Hero or Zero. We will be back on Monday with an episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast, and next week with another episode of the show. Big thank you to everyone over on Patreon, patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that in the description. Twitter is @Heroes for Hire Pod. The 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilman's discussion group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast. Blue Sky is Heroes for Hire Podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just a one, please.
And I think that's about it, Conor.
I think so. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Shaun Meehan.
I shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.